I remember that a neighbor called us on the telephone and said the Japanese have attacked Pearl Harbor. And of course, I didn't make too much of it other than knowing that I would have to go into service. My mother was very nervous. She was from Austria. She spoke broken English, and she was worried that I would have to go to battle to fight, you know. And my mother was very protective of the children. She ran the household. She was the boss. But she was a wonderful person, because I was, 19, I guess then. And I went down to Pittsburgh, and I signed up for the military. And they gave us tests, you know, and so on. And I was adept at Morse code. So I became a Morse code operator. I could send, you know, use the key and send messages. And what else?
Where did you serve?
Pardon?
Where did you serve?
I was in Normandy in World War II. Normandy was a trip and a half, you know. I got severely wounded in the landmine explosion. I was a radio operator. I was very adept at Morse code and so on. And I was with the battalion commander, and we were following a big tank, and the tank had chains on the front, and it was throwing out the chains to slap down the mines. Well, Colonel Houghton, our battalion commander, he was impatient, and we were following the tank, like I said, and there were troops marching on either side of the road, our infantry, and he said, go around the tank. And the Germans were very clever. They didn't mind the road right away. This old French road, very narrow, you know, not paved. And we went around the tank. Had we only waited a minute, we'd have been okay. But we went around the tank, and we hit that landmine. And boom, everything went dark for me. I was thrown out of the Jeep. Like I said, I was sitting in the back seat, working the radio with the code, Morse code. And I woke up in a hospital. Actually, I woke up in a field. I fell down with my good hand. My hand was all torn up, my body too. And I fell down. I could feel grass there, but I couldn't see or hear. And they put me on a C-47, I guess it was, a plane, and they flew me to England.